Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Montana 6, which is a tunnel design tent that sleeps up to 6 people, and it's in our deluxe collection. With it being in our deluxe collection, you'll find the fly sheet we're using on here is our Outex 4000. This is a polyester material which has been PU coated on the inside. It has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 4000mm, ensuring that it is completely waterproof. The frame that we use from front to back is all steel poles here. They're all identical as well, and this creates an easy to pitch, sturdy and rigid tent. We also have an alloy pole which creates this rain safe door on here, and that's easily fastened just in here. Some other features that we have on here, we have our innovative Outwell wind stabilizer system, and we'll just show you how that works. So we have the Velcro tabs that are pre-attached to the fly sheet. We simply wrap these around the poles and fasten in place like so. You'll find there's one at the top and at the bottom of each of the poles around the side of the tent, and this is then where our guy lines are attached. When we pull out the guy lines and peg them into position, this pulls the entire fly sheet against the frame of the tent, and it makes sure that it's much more stable and can be used in even high wind conditions. You see that all of the guy lines on the tent are all luminous, so that's hopefully going to stop you from tripping over them quite as easily. And then you'll just see here that each guy line has its own retainer, so that when it comes to packing down the tent, we can wrap the guy lines up and pop them in here, so that next time we come to use them, they're easily accessible. Another feature here is that we use our easy pegging system. This is where we supply you 3 different pegs with the tent. So we have the solid steel anchor pegs for the corners, we have the luminous plastic peg for all of the luminous guy lines, and we have the black plastic peg for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent. So the easy pegging system just makes sure that you can get the right peg in the right place. I mentioned there that we have the rain safe door on the side here. This is great to use on a rainy or drizzly day, as you can open up the door here and not have any rainfall falling into the front of the tent. You can then also see down the sides that we have large ventilation panels. This is going to allow cool fresh air into the tent, but these can be closed down very simply just by removing the Velcro tabs and closing down. When we come around to the front of the tent, you'll see there's a real good sized front door on here. So it's a full walk-in height front door, and it's certainly wide enough to be able to get all your tables and chairs and furniture and things like this in here very easily. When we step back into the tent itself, we're certainly very aware of just how much space there is in here. I'm around 1.95 m, and you can see I have plenty of headroom here. The large windows all the way around really accentuate the space within the tent, and what this does is it really floods the area with light. If you want a little bit more privacy though, you'll just see that each window has its own curtain. So these are just toggled away at the moment, but they can be brought either halfway up or they can be fully closed as well. You just see that we do have a side door on this side here, and we have the mesh door which would enable you to open up the door on the outside, drop this down, again allowing for great ventilation. And we also have the ventilation panel across the top here that we pointed out that corresponds to the outside ventilation in the tent as well. Above my head just here we have a lantern hanging point, and then we have cable tidies which run away from that down to our cable entry point. And this just allows us to bring electrics into the tent without running any cables through any open doors. The ground sheet that we use in this area is a fully sealed ground sheet from front to back and side to side. And what you'll just notice here is it's a very tough and durable material. So this is a double coated polyethylene material, and it's built to last. It has a hydrostatic head also of 10,000mm. With it being sewn in all the way around, it's going to protect you from the elements and hopefully keep out those unwanted bugs as well. At the back of the tent is where you'll find our sleeping compartments, and I mentioned earlier that this tent sleeps up to 6 people. These do come pre-attached in the tent, and the way that we attach them is using our wave-shaped hanging point system. What this does is it just takes any of the stress point off of the top seam here at the bedrooms, ensuring that these are hung in a secure fashion into the tent, and it also adds a nice look to the finish of it as well. Another feature here is our universal bedrooms. What this means is that if you want to, we can simply take down one of the bedrooms just by untoggling all the way around the front and all the way around the back. And then if we took these zips here, we could just drop down the entire bedroom, and that would leave you with one bedroom and even more living space if you wanted to. Some other features on the bedrooms, you'll just see in front of me here that we have lots of storage pockets on the outside just for smaller personal belongings, and the doors also have mesh panels on them as well. Inside the bedrooms you'll find more features here. We have some mesh storage pockets towards the back here. We also then have a large mesh ventilation panel that corresponds to outside ventilation, and we have the dividing sheet here which zips completely into place. Obviously this can be zipped open to create one large bedroom towards the back. We have a few optional extras available for the tent, including the carpet that you can see for the living area. There's then a footprint available to go under the tent. There's a front extension available and also a front awning available. So that's all the features of our Montana 6. Thanks very much for watching.